What's up? What's up? It's your boy Tay Speaks.
What's poppin'? It's your girl Jay Money, the Soul Pleaser.
And welcome to another episode of Juice 901. You know the vibes. Jack, one of the hottest podcasts in Memphis, Big J-U-I-C-E with Jay Dane Speaks. And as we always say, been saying for the past month, Dane is out. He should be coming back real soon. So make sure y'all look forward to that. Y'all make it, what is it called? Who did it? Y'all might get that game back. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. But anyway, how you been, Jay?
I've been good, just been working real hard. I'm in
Always
this
working.
Position.
Oh, you said new position. I stumped on that. My bad. Hey, let's do a round of applause for Jay new position. Let's get it. How was the celebration, by the way?
Without too much.
How was the celebration without me?
You mean the one you didn't show up to?
No, the one you didn't text me back because I said I was gonna be late. And then you didn't text me back.
The event started at 7 p.m. This man texted me at 11 o'clock at night.
But did I not say I had another event to go to?
You did, but you didn't say. You was making it seem like the other event was going to be ending at like 8, spilling in over to my event first starting, and you was going to be late.
Yeah, no, the two events started at the same time. You started at the same time.
You didn't say that, though.
So... it's crazy. I mean, maybe I'm going crazy, but it sounds like you turned.
Or you could have took a break from the other event, came and stopped by, gave me my flowers, and then went back to the other event. You could have did that. Took a quick little pic.
Jay, I might be going crazy, but it sounds like you turning this on me right now. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like you're taking no accountability. And if you're doing that, and I don't know if you're doing it for sure, but if you're doing that, then I think we have some things to work on. And second of all, how was it?
It was great. It was a good time. It was more mature.
What you mean? What you mean mature? Like laid back? Like.
The first part was laid back. Because we went to one place. We went to a rooftop, and I told everybody to, of course, do a little speech. Say something obviously good about me. Then
you made everybody do a speech.
Mm-hmm. And then I made, them talk about one goal that they have and how they're going to hold themselves accountable. So I recorded all that so that way I can go back. I'm like, hey, remember you said this? So it was dope.
What was your goal?
I didn't say my goal.
So you made everybody else say their goal and you kept yours to yourself?
Yeah. I was the last speech. I was like the grand finale.
Okay, give them what's your goal? Tell the camera now. And how you plan to keep it.
Well, my goal is to run a successful business. Come and see me. And that's really just it right now, just to run a successful business and be on top of my company at my new position that I just got, the promotion. Mm-hmm.
So what's the promotion?
Well, I really don't want to say like it on camera, like because you got to understand like where I work to understand what it is. So
stripper now. Okay, that's cool. That's what's up. And make sure y'all drop in J comments and say congratulations because we celebrate our promotions no matter what they are. Because you still got elevated. That means somebody recognized your greatness. So that's all that matters. So I want to salute you, Jay. I'm proud of you, sis.
Thanks.
I'm proud of you because and I'm pretty sure did it equal more money?
Of course.
I mean, because some moves are lateral, so I wanted to ask that for sure.
I understand.
But without further ado, man, let's get into because we don't like wasting y'all time and we don't like wasting our time. So let's get into Checked Out with Speaks. We got some interesting topics coming up, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that, Jack. It's gonna be a great time.
We keep that fire going.
Ha ha! Checked Out with Speaks. Yeah. A random thoughts with That's your favorite move. This is just a random thoughts with Speaks. Make sure y'all tune in September 15th.
Hey.
Yeah, I got that. Nah, that's for real though. Make sure y'all tune in September 15th. We got a showcase coming on. Celebrate my birthday. But for right now, we gonna get on Checked Out with Speaks. That real topic. Let's get it.
That I'm supposed to be hosting, but I'm not because he didn't.
Well, see, that's your problem. That's your problem. And that's why you don't know. I ain't got nothing to say. All right.
Exactly.
But for this topic, we got some interesting topics coming up. I want to get into, what is a role in a movie or a TV show? A movie or a TV show. What is a role that somebody else got? The microphone. What is a role that somebody else got that you would have killed? Like, that you would. Let's do it. It could be a 2-part question.
Yeah.
What's a role that you think you would have killed? Mm-hmm. And what's a role that you think I probably would have that probably was made for me.
Okay.
You go first. Let's start with the first question first.
So I thought you was gonna go first. Okay. A role that I think I would have killed because I am low key a thespian.
You go with this again. Here you go.
But one of my favorite movies is The Great Debaters, and I think I would have killed this specific scene. I know her first name, but I can't remember her last name. Journey.
Oh, Journey. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I can't think. I'm going blank right now, but yeah, she was in the one with Jonathan Majors and all that.
Yes. So a particular scene when she was, doing, it was her time to shine. So she was on one of the debates, and basically it was just very personal. It was very serious, and she did her thing. And she teared up a little bit at the end because she knew she had that. She won, and she was passionate about it. And I feel like I would have killed that role.
I feel like I gotta watch that movie again. I remember my dad making us watch it when it first came out. I can't remember anything from it though.
Yes.
I remember the characters, but I can't remember anybody.
It's really good. I can watch it 1,000 times. Fun fact, like when I was younger in high school, I used to kind of do a monologue to that scene. So I think I would have killed it for sure.
Was it that or Freedom Writers he made us watch?
I like Freedom Writers too, but Journey's not in Freedom Writers.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think a role that I first of all, I was made for this role, and I'm still a little salty about it. Mm-hmm. So if you go back to That's So Raven, right? There was a road to audition. There was a road to when I was little, I for sure did. There was a road to audition episode, and it was this kid. They was auditioning for this kid. This one, he only had one line. Well, he had more than one line, but it was the line where he was like singing in the hallway.
I remember that because they had a contest where like they picked like a random kid like out there that wasn't a star to do it. I remember that because I wanted to do it so bad,
bro. And they had the Danimals too. Well, by the way, did anybody ever win those Danimals contests, the Danimals yogurt whatever contest,
Absolutely
where you get to hang out with Disney Channel, hang out with That's So Raven and Zach and Cody and all that? I wanted anybody to win that because I ain't never seen no update. Right. So there might have been a cap for
scam.
So we can buy more. Mm-hmm. And my mama wasn't going for it anyway, so I stood no chance. But no, I would have won that, bro. I would have got that role. I'm still a little salty about that role because he did good. Don't get me wrong. Shout out to you, bro. Mm-hmm. But me, I practiced that so much in my room. That one line
it's
singing.
Crazy because I know what you're talking about. Bro, I remember the contest. I was like, Mom, there's a contest. You could be on TV, blah, blah. And he only had one line. I said, all this time, he only had one line.
Well, that's what we thought. But then he had another line at the end, like somewhere in the middle. Mm-hmm. I think he had like a couple more lines. But that was the line that you had. That was the singing in the hallway? Oh, that's the tension. You're getting written up.
Because I remember.
I was so, as you can see, I'm still kind of salty about that role because I feel like that was supposed to be mine, bro.
Did we all grow up the same? Because that's.
I mean, that's Disney Channel's prime, bro. Yes. If you weren't watching Disney Channel, you was tripping. That's when they had Liz McGuire, That's So Raven, Even Stevens, bro, Feel of the Future. That was in a bag, bro.
No, for real.
Zach and Cody.
You always had something to watch back then.
Buzz on Maggie, bro. They had everything, everything. Well, Buzz on Maggie on Disney Channel.
Yes, it was. I know exactly what you're talking about.
But shout out, bro. But I got somebody. I know a role Jay would. I know a role that Jay could have played.
I already know what you're gonna say.
I know it because
I look like her.
I've been saying it for years, bro. But if y'all ever seen Honey. It's her best friend with the braids, the one who got the fight in the club for her. If Jay put some scalp braids on, Jay would have killed that role. I'm telling you. And how I know Jay would have killed that role because Jay used to act like that in real life.
How?
Jay would have act like that Jay used to act like that in real life to the point where she probably would have did the same thing.
Elaborate, because I don't know what you're talking
exactly. About. She swung on the girl for her friend. I don't even think I think she went up to the girl and just pulled her by the hair. That's the thing. I'm telling you, bro. If y'all review the movie Honey, which is a classic, by the way. If y'all review the movie Honey, and it's a girl with the braids, with scalp braids, long braids, I'm telling you, Jay could have played that role. I can't remember her name right now.
Because you swear I look like her.
But then the thing, you used to be skinnier too. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, it was a perfect role, bro. It was a perfect role. I'm telling you. Thank me later.
I digress.
And me, I would have killed any role. That's what you was gonna say.
Yes.
Yeah, I would have. See, like, I'm thinking, like,
You got that it factor.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't matter what it is.
You gonna kill it.
Singing
You kill everything. Singing?
in the hallway. I would have killed that role, bro.
Please.
I would have killed. I just want y'all to know that.
I just think that's really funny because I know and I remember where I was watching TV like, it's a contest. Like, bro, that's crazy.
And secretly, you knew you stood no chance of making
Yeah.
it. Well, that's the thing, though. Yeah, well, I don't know where that's already recorded, but to me, living in Memphis, New York seemed like y'all had a better chance of y'all had more access to that kind of stuff. Memphis, we had a place, and I could have made it too. I could have I made it to the next round, but the next round cost like $600 or something like that. And my dad was like, nah. But I made it to the next round because we had to go in there and read a paper. It was like an acting class, and they send your tape off to different spots. So I did my lines or whatnot in front of the camera, and it's like, okay, go ahead and come back. You know, I almost was famous for like I almost made it like 25 times already
Yeah.
in life. I just
can
want
see
y'all to
that.
know that. And that's outside of acting. I almost made it a couple times, and I feel like if people would have just let me go, I would have been up there. Denzel Washington, Darian Johnson. I'm telling you.
I can see that for you.
I don't believe you, Jay. You know, here's the thing. You're just agreeing with it. And that's the thing. I'm okay with it. Because I'm taking all compliments no matter how they come.
Exactly. Let me give you a compliment.
Whatever, man. But let us know what y'all think. What's a role that you think you would have killed in a movie?
Dang, can I say my part too?
My bad. Go ahead. My bad, go ahead. Touche.
Anywho,
They gotta be dramatic. You gotta do a dramatic silence. Go ahead, man. Go.
I think you would have killed a role in like any like Power series, like a serious role like that. Like you could have been like somebody's best friend in the game or something. I feel like you would have killed it. And then you would have walked up. It would have been all black. You know how they be sitting at the table talking about the money or telling somebody like you missed payment this week. You would have been somebody like that.
Oh, can I be Nino Brown?
You would have missed the payment and got beat up.
I would have missed the payment. I thought I was punishing the person who
I'm just
missed the
playing.
payment. That's crazy. I would have been the one that got. I thought I would have killed that role too. I would have acted like I was late on the money.
Hey, man.
Hey, let me. Hey,
Just
buddy.
one more week. I got it.
Hey, buddy, we're on the same team. I want you
I
to
have
know
a
that.
whole plan. Just give me one more week. I'll give you double. I'll give you double next week.
And they be green. They be so petty in the movies though. They be like, okay, just give me to next week. You got 24 hours. What?
I said next week.
If I'm struggling on next week, what makes you think I'm gonna have it in 24 hours?
You got 24 hours and be happy.
You might as well go and shoot me now because I don't know where I'm gonna get this money from. But I will say they'll apply the pressure though. They show when you put pressure on people, they'll make it happen. But what was I gonna say? Oh, let us know what's a role in a TV show or a movie that you feel like was made
In
for
the
you.
comments.
Drop it in the comments. Yeah. What's a show or what's a movie role or a TV show role that you think you would have killed? I would have killed Theo role too in Cosby Show. I want you to know that. I would annihilate his role. If you want me to be honest, I would have killed what's the name from Living Single role too.
The one with the lock.
Yup. But he had a deep voice like this. I would have did it a little different. You feel me? I would have changed my voice around. I would have just, you know what I'm saying? I would have killed it easily, easy money. But let us know what y'all think. But without further ado, let's move on to the next segment of the show. J Money, keep the P. There we go. Had to find it. I don't usually do this, but now that I'm doing it, I just want to say, before we get mad at each other, I want everybody to keep the peace, take a deep breath, and then say, J Money, please keep the peace. J Money, please keep the peace. You know that she want it. You know that she want it. She want it. J Money, please keep the J Money, please keep the peace. She know that she on it, she on it. She on it, she on it. Yeah. You know that she on it.
That was a good save. Mm-hmm.
I'm always good.
I'm gonna let it rock, though. I'm gonna let it rock. But
Speaks.
what's up, Juice Gang? Thank you for tuning in for another segment of J Money. Please keep the peace. For this segment, I just have a couple of questions. You want to get a little deep? This is a time to decompress, take a deep breath, and keep the peace. So I got a question.
What's good?
How important is it to make a vulnerable space for your friends and in relationships?
Very.
Mm-hmm. And what steps do you take to make that vulnerable space as well?
I would say being a great listener.
Mm-hmm.
And something I learned to do is ask the question, do you want my opinion or do you want to just vent? Because at first, I used to be the person I'm a natural helper. So me giving advice wasn't always necessary. Sometimes people just wanted to vent. And that's something that I had to learn because they would tell you, like, I just want to vent. I don't want any advice. Sometimes they won't tell you initially. So, I mean, giving that open space to, for them to just talk and verifying if they want your advice or not before you make a decision. And, sometimes people just need to get it out.
That's true. For me, I agree with what you're saying too as well. But for me, I think it's very important to not be so judgmental. And I think some
Facts.
people are not aware when they are being judgmental just off the advice that they're giving back. And I think when people are having those conversations about, it could be a conversation about the other person that you're coming to. Like if they did something wrong, they did something that you don't like, don't always get into defense mode. Like you said, listen and understand what they're saying. You don't have to necessarily agree, and you can say that, but don't always just go to defense mode. Like, that wasn't my intentions. I didn't do that, but we're not saying that you wanted to do it. We're not saying that it was your intention, but I feel like it's okay sometimes to fall back and listen and understand what the person has to say. And I think that'll just save a lot of friendships and relationships as well.
That's facts. And sometimes you really just got to shrug it off. Like, even when you care, because I know, because I cared so much, I used to, try to get, I found myself getting on people like, bro, why would you do that? But now it's just like all right, well, but I also got to protect my peace sometimes and be like, no, I don't want to hear that. If it's something that we've talked about 85 million times.
Yes.
But other
it's
than
a
that,
great way of keeping the peace. So I like that.
100%. You got to protect your peace or you ain't going to have no peace to help nobody else with. But no, it's like I said, just allowing them in the room to talk. And like you said, being less judgmental, sometimes letting people get it out. And even if you're thinking something like, that was so stupid, not showing them in your face, just giving them the platform, making them feel comfortable, making them feel like they're not being judged, making them feel like you're actually hearing them. And if you're doing something and you can't multitask, or even if you're doing something and they're the type of person, it also comes to learning your friend. Like if I know Jay needs full attention, she want me to put my cup down and put my phone down. I can't text while she venting. I gotta be able to take heed to that, or Jay not gonna feel comfortable to talk to me at all.
Yeah.
So
I also feel like in starting off, in relationship wise, just starting off, I think it's very important to give your partner grace in that aspect too. Give people grace and communication, because their last relationship, or even if they wasn't in a last relationship, any type of intimacy, they probably was never in a space where they can be vulnerable. They probably they didn't have that safe space before. So once you put them into a new environment, they probably not gonna know how to act. Their character is gonna shift a little bit. They might be a little bit scared to open up. So always just remember to give that grace and to just keep trying, because once you create that safe space for people, they're gonna appreciate that. Like, hey, you taught me it's okay to be vulnerable. So I feel like that's a good thing.
Grace is such an important word when it comes to any form of a relationship. But of course, extending grace has to be used responsibly. Because of course you don't want to be a pushover or somebody who can get ran over or nothing like that. But
know your balance.
Yeah, 100%. But grace is so important, because once you extend grace, you get to understand your partner or your friend a lot better than you actually do. Because without grace, you start to look at things only through your eyes. And you with grace, you notice intention. If you notice somebody's intention, you're not so mad at their actions. Because if my goal was to set this cup down and because you told me to stop sitting on the floor, and I set it on the table and it falls on the floor, you know my intention wasn't to knock it down. You know my intention wasn't to waste stuff on the floor like you hate. My intention was to do exactly what you said. So once you start paying attention to attention, you may still be irritated about me wasting it, but it won't be looked at as disrespect.
Right.
Or nothing like that. So their word grace is really important.
Yes. So as a man, do you think it's your duty to, I guess, start off with that good communication, start off with making that safe space, start off being vulnerable so then the lady could lead?
I don't think
follow. I'm sorry.
I think with grace and understanding, I don't think it's a gender thing. I think that's something that both parties should bring to the table. Because even if I say from a man's standpoint, that's my goal, my role to do it. You also know, like I do, that a lot of men don't talk about what they're going through and all that. So I think it's extremely important for each person to bring to the table grace and understanding, and so making their partners feel comfortable enough to talk about things, because we are going through something every day. We may be grieving and having certain triggers, and then we let stuff pile up for 2 weeks, and now we don't know what's wrong, and we should be allowed to tell you should be allowed to tell your partner or friend, like, I don't know what's wrong with me right now. All I know is I'm not happy.
Yes. I think it just ties into getting to know your partner. Like, if you know, I guess the woman probably didn't have that background, probably was never vulnerable, struggle with that, then it's okay for the guy to lead. But then vice versa, if you know the guy is not really open to opening up, then it's okay for the woman to lead in that aspect and create that space, so furthermore it can get better.
Yeah, but if both of y'all are very well knowledgeable on how to extend grace and how to,
then yes, then
navigate your
both of you
emotions.
guys definitely need to lead and work together on that. Teamwork makes the dream work.
1000%. That's why I said it's not. I don't even think it's a gender thing. I think that once you start looking at your partner as a teammate, a lot of those gender roles, it comes in handy, but at the same time, is you just do what's best for your relationship. If you can't do it, I will help you. If I can't do it, you will help me. And once you start looking at, we having each other hand no matter what, then I think that we level up a lot better that way. Instead of you supposed to be doing this.
Level up. I like that.
Yeah, nice. Instead of you supposed to be doing this as a man, you supposed to be doing this as a man, you supposed to be doing this as a woman. Like, it's just certain things like that, like responsibility. Being emotionally responsible is not a gender thing. That's neutral.
Yes. Well, guys, that wraps up with J Money. Keep the peace.
Please
comment below what you guys think. How do you create a safe space? How do you create a space for their partner or friendship to be vulnerable around you? So let us know in the comments.
Let us know in the comments, man. And before we close out this show, I do want to say, like I said, September 15th. Make sure y'all this is my first time doing my own showcase. My whole point of doing this was because I never get to perform all my music. And when you perform for open mics or other shows, they give you like 2, maybe 3 on a good day, but 1 or 2 songs to perform. So you got to make the hard decision on which ones you want to perform depending on the crowd. And this is my first time, man. I'm doing it for my birthday. Inspired by La Russell. Shout out to you. Tickets are set up in a way where you can pay what you want. So I don't want to hear I can't afford it. It's really just you really just pay what you want to pay. And come support, bro. I'm putting together my show. We got Poetic Journey performing. We got Nia performing. We got Nudie performing. We got Benzo Band performing, and we got myself performing, showing the musical journey from day one.
I'm also performing,
and we got J Money performing. And like I said, make sure I'll drop the link in the comments. You're gonna see me promoting it. Follow me at Just Call Me Tay Speaks. This TE Speaks, by the way. And yeah, you got any announcements?
Nope. I like that.
Appreciate that. And once again, shout out to Jay for a promotion.
Thank you.
Another example of you can work a 9 to 5 and run a business at the same time. So, who got the juice?
We got the juice.
Juice 901.
Keep the peace.
Let's get it.